was only in the summer when you were smoking vanilla cigars, trying to blow smoke in rings around the moon, trying to collect your highs in a mason jar you could revisit while drinking liquor cabinet cocktails out of anything you can find, to get you through the parties where the people make the stories you'll bind to your legs like razor blades never run out of ink and you have so much to say. Stories that start with how hands tore at your clothes because your body was made too much of liquid to be anything but weak, and your mouth couldn't remember what shape forms a scream when you felt your bones pinned to a hayfield by a hand that spanned your whole rib cage and pushed down until breath wouldn't come, only the bruises when he said no, when you said stop, and he said he loved you. There are no warnings that will happen to you. You're just told what not to do so you aren't that stupid girl who gets herself raped and taped and talked about on the 6 o'clock news because the boy that did it has a case out of her actions made me do it. But it was 7 months into your first real relationships, and a beer or 2 or 3 or 4 or more that he fed to you all night is all right. Right? No one says how much sex hurts, and the revolution will not be televised. When the TV shows make it seem like taking off your top is something you can stop if you want to. But the TV shows don't tell boys that consent is necessary when you take a girl's virginity by force. You're taking her thoughts that say she can be beautiful too, and her body is her own to choose, and she can be something without you. I need to say all this because I heard a story today that a grade 9 girl had 2 boys charged with attempted rape, and all anybody said was they probably just asked and she said no. She made a bigger deal than it probably was. And do boys in grade 9 even have penises? I'm sorry I have to say it happens and it always will, because grade 9 boys don't just have penises, they have a whole culture that says if a girl is drunk enough, she's probably a slut. And if she wears a short enough skirt, there is no line that you can cross because what she wears clearly means what she is. You were only 15, trying to act with grace that rivaled what you someday hoped to be, and you thought a mason jar would be a beautiful place to remember. Except you don't want to remember anymore. I'm sorry I have to say some girls may learn so soon what they don't teach in school, that people will make you hurt by taking the pieces of you that society says are supposed to mean something. And they don't teach to stop it either. They just say, don't be stupid and it won't happen, because the responsibility should be so obviously on you. But you were only 15 and your throat was burning, not from your parents' liquor or the smoke you sucked in to be cool, but burning by how cold that boy's hand was when you said stop and he said the pain will end soon. Don't worry, I love you. Woo!